Gymnastics World Cup. So to all our audiences, just sit back, relax, and witness this once-in-a-lifetime performance. Now here now, shout and a round of applause to all our audiences.
The men's pommel horse final is coming your way.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's now witness the march in of our judges on pommel horse.
Always a proud moment for the judges to be selected for an international competition like this. Congratulations to them. And I hope you're enjoying it as much as the crowd is in the Aspire Dome. Do please make sure you join us for the Cairo World Cup that's taking place next weekend to close the World Cup season for artistic gymnastics. But there still will be a lot to come after that, because once the World Cups are concluded, we move into World Challenge Cup time. We start with Varna. The televised finals are the 10th and 11th of May, 17th and 18th of May, Koper, 20th and 21st, Tashkent. And then we've got Paris and Szombathely in September. The finalists in the men's pommel horse competition. The top performer in qualification, Hamlet Manukyan of Armenia. He won the title in Osijek at the most recent World Cup. Another final with a really intriguing mixture of those we know very well and those we are starting to learn about. And what we are learning very quickly is that 17-year-old Hamlet Manukyan is a very serious contender and a very fine young gymnast. Let's have a look at the pommel horse finalists. What a nice way to begin with the Olympic silver medalist, Nariman Kurbanov. Second best in qualifying though, behind this young lad, Hamlet Manukyan of Armenia. Oh, and by the way, he's a splendid gymnast too. Mamikon Khachatrian, also of Armenia, also a teenager. Sixth best in qualifying here. Ahmad Abu Al Saud, the fifth best in qualifying and the two-time World Championship medalist. Hong Yanming of the People's Republic of China, third best in qualifying, the reigning Asian all-around champion. Jessie Moore, the reigning Oceania all-around champion, eighth best in qualification, the Australian. Zainola Idrisov of Kazakhstan, the fourth best in qualification and a junior world championship medalist. And Vlad Hriko of Ukraine, seventh best in qualification and the silver medalist on pommel horse at the Youth Olympic Games in 2014. How's that for a final? Well, it seems everywhere that you look now, in all of these pommel horse finals, we're getting the three medalists from the last Junior World Championships. We've got Manukyan, who won the title, and we've also got his fellow medalists, Mamikon Khachatrian, his own teammate as well, and Zainola Idrisov, who won the bronze behind silver medalist Khachatrian. In this first portion of the final, we will be watching the top two from qualification. Kurbanov and Manukyan. They're going to begin the final, so that will be a really interesting place to start. And we're going to be waiting until the penultimate performance to see Zinola Idrisov, the 4th best. We'll have Hong Yan Ming 5th in the order. He was the 3rd best. Goodness only knows he's had a tough time of things. He's had a lot to rebound from. Ahmad Abu Al Saud, the first ever Jordanian gymnast, the first gymnast from an Arab nation to make it onto a World Championship podium. The runner-up in 2022, the bronze medalist in 2023, and then so regrettably finished 51st at the Olympiad in Paris. But if you are Ahmad Abu Al Saud, you will doubtless believe in your ability to come back better than before, because he finished 36th in his first World Championships, 126th in the next, 177th in the next. Then he won silver, then he won bronze. So he can do it. Nariman Kurbanov from Kazakhstan, 2nd best in qualifying. This is the Olympic silver medalist in action. He's also the reigning 2-time champion of his continent. Keeping the heels very glued together. His movement is deliberate and controlled. Single arm work, had nice form. Whole thing just had a watery sense of fluidity to it. It was almost gentle. That was a remarkably serene display from Nariman Kurbanov. 14.566 in qualification. When gymnastics, when any sport is performed to an exceptionally high level, you almost have to remind yourself that effort is being expended. And watching Kurbanov here was to watch somebody who looked as though they weren't really doing very much. And that's meant as an absolute compliment. And he had an issue when he was dismounting at the Osijek World Cup. He won the bronze medal, but he had to repeat the dismount. Certainly didn't do what he was fully intending. This is going to be a tremendous score. .566. That's a very good number, and it's going to be really hard to beat.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's move to our next gymnast representing Armenia, Hamlet
Manukyan of Armenia, next to go on the pommel horse. 14.666. Top qualifier. If he gets that here, he goes ahead of Kurbanov. again, it's his quickness that is so impressive. Straight body position, very good clearance. Composure. Oh, it's just delightful. My word. What a fine young gymnast he is. I think they're rather pleased with him. The Jordanian coach coming over to celebrate as well. There's a really nice community among pommel horse gymnasts. The great Stephen Nederozic has spoken about it. He said it's almost a subculture of gymnastics, that they all really respect each other. They love the craft of pommel horse and they just enjoy watching great routines. Even if that great routine happens to beat you into second place. He's got lovely toe pointers. He keeps the heels glued together. I mean, he knew, didn't he? He knew before his feet had touched the ground that that was a palpable hit. Fabulous, better than qualifying, 14.7. He's gone ahead of the Olympic silver medalist again with a 9.1 for execution. Mamikon Khachatrian of Armenia, 6th best in qualification, the runner-up at the Junior World Championships on pommel horse in 2023 behind his own teammate. He was so close to a medal in Cottbus and just loses his kineticism there. That's better. Trying to keep those heels together and the leg form strong in the Magyar Shivado section. He's a very exciting young gymnast. The whole crop coming through from Armenia. European Championships coming up in Yerevan in a couple of years' time. The excitement there is going to be rather around fever pitch level. They will be dreaming of what these two young athletes can go through and do. And the challenge is now going to be just keeping their development sensible, keeping the training at the right load. They've demonstrated in Armenia that they can bring gymnasts through and give them long and successful careers. That's a very good sign. He's got a very different construction of his routine from Manoukian. Manoukian's score, by the way, top score we've had on pommel horse at any World Cup this season. Nariman Kurbanov, 14.566, a lot better than Osijek, where he had that dismount issue, which I'm not sure that he actually did repeat. I think I might be muddling him with another gymnast, possibly Mateo Zugets. But he certainly didn't perform the dismount he was intending to perform, Nariman Kurbanov in Osijek. Here, it was the same score as qualification, and Manoukian has still managed to be stronger than him. It's a remarkable story. .166. It's a very high scoring routine in its potential. Ahmad Abu Al Saud of Jordan, the great history maker, the two-time World Championship medalist. A man who's taken his nation into uncharted gymnastics territory. It's always a joy to watch him. He still does that Wenderschwing work where he cuts out a section of the apparatus. Again there, just watch how often he jumps from effectively section 1 to section 3 without using the middle. Oh, nearly. It's just the sort of thing that can happen. And he started the season with promise, winning a medal in Cottbus and Antalya. Ahmad Abu Al Saud, the gymnast who turns 30 next month. The Olympian from Paris, and clearly somebody who's got a very strong desire to get to Los Angeles in 2028 and have another crack at the pommel horse competition. It will still be Manoukian leading at the halfway stage, no doubt about that.
He also has experience in the FIG apparatus World Cup 2024 qualifying OG 2024 Cottbus on Germany, receiving second rank on pommel horse, and that is Ahmad Abu Al Saud. So of course our audiences, be ready and be alert as the camera rolls over on your face, and give your sweet smile and a wave on camera as if it's seen televised on the television. Thank you.
Qualification score 14.433. That was the fifth strongest. Regrettably, he's at 13.366. Same degree of difficulty, it's just that the execution obviously has gone down quite considerably. That takes us to the halfway stage of the men's pommel horse final. And we've got the third and fourth best in qualification to come. We'll see Hong Yan-ming and Zainola Idrisov. They'll be alongside Jesse Moore and Vladislav Hriko. Crowd having a great time at the Artistic Gymnastics World Cup in Doha. The Aspire Dome is a very big space. There aren't many venues in the world that host Gymnastics World Cups that also have athletics tracks running around the outside. When I say there aren't many, I mean I think there is just this one. You know, everywhere you look these days, there's a really good young Chinese gymnast on pommel horse. It's very exciting.
This time, ladies and gentlemen, representing the People's Republic of China, Yan Ming Hong.
Hong Yan-ming from the People's Republic of China. The third best in qualification with a score of 14.533. He's the reigning junior all-around Asian champion, by the way. He really is looking good here. Just a little close on some of his skills to brushing the apparatus. Having to slightly pike the body, but by and large, wasn't that good. Yes, we all agree with your assessment there. Delightful to watch, Hong Yan-ming. He was part of the Jiangsu provincial team that won the gold medal at the national championships last year. That was very, very pleasing. Goes up really neatly into handstand. Beautiful toe point as he clicks the heels. At times he was a little close to the pommels, but it didn't ever really seem to impede his sense of purpose. Body position is nice and straight. There was an assurance about this, wasn't there? You never really doubted him. And what a lovely reaction at the end. He barely landed before he breaks into that scream. Great to see a young gymnast coming to a competition like this, delivering what they set out to do. All he needs now is for the head judge to stand up and scream that loudly as they announce the score. Well, that's very good. 14.666. Almost into the gold medal position. Manoukian's still in the lead. Isn't it lovely to see the junior Asian all-around champion followed by the senior Oceania all-around champion? The World Cup's bringing together all of these great gymnasts from across the world. Jesse Moore, 8th best in qualification. Powerful flare work, that was nice. And then, as he seemed to be nearing the conclusion of that routine, just loses his placement. There's some lovely gymnastics in that display though from the 22-year-old. Back into it, and back into it nicely. Very well concluded. Never doubted that he would get right back up and deliver that. That's a great routine. It's difficult. And it's exciting, and he's exciting. And he's still in the early stages of a grand old senior career. He'll know what went right, he'll know what didn't go right. But we know that this is a very seriously exciting young athlete. Two gymnasts remain in the men's pommel horse final. Sixth place for Jessie Moore, 13.166. But again, just think about what that can be as a routine, how well that could score. Zinola Idrisov from Kazakhstan, the fourth best in qualifying with a score of 14.466. That would place him fourth with one to go. So can he go a little beyond it? The bronze medalist at the Junior World Championships. He's another who moves so rapidly from one end of the apparatus to t'other to build some competitive difficulty. Just had the odd form issue here and there, but my word, is he working hard to keep his movement energy. There will be some quite pronounced deductions. Nonetheless, we look here at a 19-year-old, we look at the future, and it is promising, more than promising. He won the bronze medal in the competition in Baku and the silver medal at the Antalya World Cup. Next up, it is the Cairo World Cup, and he won the bronze medal in Cairo last year in his first ever senior international final. 14.2, 8.3 for execution, a drop of nearly half a mark from qualifying. For the reasons discussed, just those little breaks in form here and there. The last gymnast, Vladislav Riko, 7th best in qualification with 13.866. Wonderful to see on the apparatus the silver medalist at the Youth Olympic Games in China in 2014. A gymnast of experience, an Olympian at senior level as well. He's having to really work just to keep that clearance, which he's doing. And that was an experienced display from Vlad Riko of Ukraine. He's finished in the top 5 several times in World Cup competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the performance of a 28-year-old.
And that brings to a close this World Cup pommel horse final at the Aspire Dome in Doha. Let's have a look back at the display of Vladislav Riko. Securely up into handstand and then into the scissoring elements. From an execution standpoint, there was a fair amount of midsection bend, leading to that feeling of him being quite close to the apparatus. It's another routine that has quite a lot of difficulty in its construction, but his execution was one of the lower scores in qualifying. When you consider what we've seen from Hamlet Manukyan in terms of execution in the low 9s. The last score is in, and it's a 13.733. The execution 8.033 for Riko. And we have concluded the men's pommel horse competition with Hamlet Manukyan having won yet another title.
Let's witness the march out of our gymnasts and our judges. Let's give them.
We'll bring you those classified results in just a moment. The final standings in the men's pommel horse competition. It's bronze for the Olympic silver medalist Nariman Kurbanov from Kazakhstan. Just ahead of him, the youngster from the People's Republic of China, the junior Asian all-around champion Hong Yang-ming. And then the title is won for the 2nd consecutive World Cup by Hamlet at the Doha World Cup. The bronze medal won by Nariman Kurbanov of Kazakhstan. It's the 3rd time that he has been on a World Cup podium this season. Hugely well done to Hong Yan-ming, appearing on a World Cup podium for the 1st time. Still very new to senior level competition, but he certainly knows how to deliver a fantastic performance. Lovely to watch. Armenia's Hamlet Manukyan, a champion again, 2 gold medals, 2 World Cups in a row. Still only 17, but the transition from junior champion of the world to senior contending is going extremely well.
Would like to request our authorities to please join our medalists for a pool of coaching.
The medalists in the men's pommel horse competition.
Once again, let's give them a round